All right, so we're given this problem that has the weight of a sample bag of candy. And first of all, we're asked to find the proportion of red candy. Well, that would be the number of red candies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, divided by the total number. And I think if you count all of these, you'll get 37. So in other words, the first part is 7 over 37, and if you throw that in your calculator, you should get 0.189. Okay, so that part's not too bad. The next part, let's move this over here, says to use this result to construct a 90% confidence interval around this proportion. So if you go and you look at your formula sheet, you'll see up here confidence intervals, one population, it's just one population of candy. About a proportion is this p hat minus the error surrounded by my proportion, and then p hat plus the error, where the p hat's what we just found. That's the 0.189. And then we find the error with this formula. So let's go back here and let's kind of keep that a little bit over to the side. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Keep that a little bit over to the side, and I'm going to write the formula. So the formula that I'm using is the p minus my error, where my error is the z alpha over 2 square root p hat q hat over n, and then the same exact thing, but down here is going to be plus, so alpha over 2 p hat q hat over n. So from here, all I'm going to do is start plugging in values. Well, the first thing to figure out is what in the heck is that? Well, this is my z table. So they said a 90% confidence, which actually is kind of nice. So when you go to the z table, you're actually going to see they have that value right here already for you, 1.645. Okay, so based off of the 1.645, let's just make this bigger. I'm going to end up with, in this case, I'm going to have my inside here, I need to calculate, and I kind of calculated that first. So my z is 1.645. My p hat is this, what I just found. So that's 0.189. And remember how you find q, probabilities have to add up to 1. So that would be minus that value. I mean, you might just go ahead and get that value to begin with and plug it in, and then divide it by the sample size, which is 37. When I throw all that into a calculator, I get 0.10588. And so now to get my confidence interval, I'm going to take, for the lower one, I'm going to take my 0.189, oops, undo, minus this value, 10, sorry for the terrible writing, 10, it's this value, and I get 0.08312, and then for the upper, I'm just doing the same thing, but now in this case, I'm going to add the 10588, and I get 0.29488. Both of these, they wanted you to put them in percentage rounded to 1 decimal place. So I'm moving the decimal 2 places to the right, and then just be careful here, I have to round that up because the number next to it is an 8. And that would be my confidence interval. So in other words, if I go back and I show you here, move this over so you can see my values, the 8.3 and the 29.5%. And then the last part says, is the result consistent with the 34% rate that is reported by the candy maker? Doesn't seem like it because it didn't fall within this confidence interval.